जय श्री राधे कृष्ण फ्रेंड, जय श्री सीताराम हनुमान दीक्षा राधे कृष्ण, जय जगन्नाथ friends. So friends, so today we will discuss about semiconductor, that is first chapter of engineering first year, and that is called semiconductor. That is a very important one. So we would going to discuss about that. So first we are starting from semiconductors. So this is about semiconductor first chapter, and we are first we discuss about electrons. An electron is a negatively charged particle having negligible mass. Charge of electron equal to the 1.602 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Mass of electron m is equal to 9.0 into 10 to the power minus 13 kg. Valence electron. The electrons in the outermost orbit of an atom are known as valence electrons. Contradiction. The free electrons in the outermost orbit are known as valence electrons. The valence electrons which are loosely attached to nucleus are known as free electrons. These valence electrons determine the properties of material, that whether it is a conductor or semiconductor or insulator. Now it is a very important concept. The conductors have less than 4 valence electrons. Example, sodium and magnesium, less than 4 valence electrons are conductors. More than 4 valence electrons, that are insulators. Example, nitrogen, neon and sulfur. And semiconductors have 4 valence electrons. Example, silicon, germanium. So that was important thing, that we have discovered electron and like conductor, semiconductor, conductor, insulator and semiconductors. Now talking about the energy band. Energy in electron in orbit contain kinetic and electric potential energy. Orbit of atom are referred to as energy levels. Random movement of electron in orbit is influenced by the combination of the electric field of atom and other nearby atoms. What we said, electron in orbit contain kinetic and electric potential energy. Orbit of atom are referred to as energy levels. Random movement of electron in orbit influenced by the combination of the electric field of atom, other nearby atom. Energy band theory. The energy bands present in the solids are as below: valence band, conduction band, and forbidden gap. What is valence band? The energy band formed due to merging of energy levels associated with the valence electrons in the last cell is called as valence band. Second is conduction band. The energy band formed due to merging of energy levels associated with the free electrons. With valence electrons, energy level is merging. See, band energy band forming due to merging of energy levels associated with the valence electrons. In the last cell is called as valence band, and the valence band. Wait, friends. We are talking about the conduction band. The energy band formed due to merging of energy levels associated with the free electrons is called as conduction band. Next is forbidden gap. The energy gap which divides the conduction band and the valence band are known as forbidden band or forbidden gap. The energy associated with forbidden band is called as energy gap and is denoted by and is measured in electron volt. Therefore, 1 electron volt is equal to the 1.62 into 10 to the power minus 19. In the conductors, the forbidden gap overlap and the energy gap will be large in the insulators. In the semiconductor, the energy gap will be very small. Valence band energy. See, repeating a very important thing. Valence band. The energy band formed due to merging of energy levels associated with the valence electron. The last is called as valence band. Conduction band. The energy band formed due to merging of energy levels associated with free electrons. Conduction band. Forbidden gap. The energy gap which shares the conduction band and valence band are known as forbidden gap, forbidden band also. The energy associated with the forbidden band is called as energy gap and is denoted by and is measured in electron volt. Okay. In the conductors, forbidden gap overlap and the energy gap will be large in insulators. In the semiconductor, energy gap will be very small. Now, forbidden gap plays a very major role for determining the electrical conductivity of the material. Based on the forbidden gap, materials are considered. Based on the forbidden gap, materials are classified into 3 types: insulators, conductors, and semiconductors. These are insulators, conductors, semiconductors. Okay. Insulators. The material which does not allow the flow of electric current through them are called as insulators. Insulators are also called as poor conductors of electricity. See, normally in insulators the valence band is fully occupied with electrons. What happens in insulators? The valence band is fully occupied with electrons due to sharing of outermost orbital electrons with the neighboring atoms. Because all are shared, so valence band is completely fully occupied. Whereas conduction band, that is empty, no electrons are present in conduction band. The forbidden gap between the valence band and conduction band is very large in insulators. The energy gap of insulator is approximately equal to 15 electron volts. That is very large gap. Now we have discussed insulator with conductors. The materials which easily allow the flow of electric current through them are called as conductors. Metals such as copper, silver, iron, aluminium, etc. are what? Good conductors of electricity. If you would see the energy diagram of them, then conduction band and valence band are overlapped they are in a conductor. Valence band and conduction band overlap with each other. Therefore, there is no forbidden gap in a conductor. It overlaps a small amount. Sorry, conduction band and what was another one? Sorry, that was valence band. That overlaps. So, forbidden gap, there is no forbidden gap in a conductor. A small amount of applied external energy provides enough energy for the valence band electrons to move into conduction band. Therefore, more number of valence band electron can easily move into the conduction band. Conduction band means like in the cell. When valence band electrons move to the conduction band, they become free electrons. As we mentioning that earlier, they become free electrons. The electrons present in the conduction band are not attached to the nucleus atom because they now become free electrons. In conductors, large number of electrons are present in conduction band at room temperature. But in conductors, large number of electrons are present in conduction band at room temperature. Conduction band is almost full with electrons, whereas the valence band is partially occupied with electrons. The electrons present in the conduction band move freely by carrying the electric current from one point to the other. We have discussed insulators, then we discussed conductors. Now we were discussing about the insulators. So, sorry, we were discussing about the semiconductor. The material which has electrical conductivity between that of a conductor and an insulator is called a semiconductor. Silicon, germanium, and graphite are some examples of semiconductors. A unique feature of the semiconductors is that they are bipolar in nature, and in them the current is transported by the electrons and holes. What is the electrical conductivity? Like between a conductor and an insulator. Example are what? Silicon, germanium, and graphite. Many more, like some examples were taken silicon, germanium, and graphite. Unique feature of semiconductor. Unique feature of semiconductor is that they are bipolar in nature, and in them the current is transported by the electrons and the holes. So we will discuss about energy gap in semiconductors. Like if you see the energy gap, then almost empty conduction band, and there will be a forbidden gap, and there is a valence bond. Valence bond is the conduction band, valence bond are everywhere, and there is a forbidden gap. There must be. And a unique feature of the semiconductor is that they are bipolar in nature, and in them the current is transported by the electrons and holes. In semiconductor, the forbidden gap between valence band and conduction band is very small. It is a forbidden gap of about 1 electron volt. At low temperature, the valence band is completely occupied with electrons, and conduction band is empty because the electrons in the valence band does not have enough energy to move into the conduction band. Therefore, semiconductor behaves as an insulator at low temperature. However, at room temperature, some of the electrons in the valence band gains enough energy in the form of heat and moves into the conduction band. When the temperature is goes increasing, the number of valence bond electrons moving to the conduction band is also increases. This shows that electrical conductivity to semiconductor increases with increase in temperature. That is, a semiconductor has negative temperature coefficient of resistance. What? Because electrical conductivity of semiconductor increases with increasing temperature. Therefore, resistance of semiconductor decreases with increase in temperature. And here is a very important point: the semiconductor has negative temperature coefficient of resistance. In semiconductors, electric current is carried by two types of charge carriers. They are electrons and holes. The absence of electron in a particular space in an atom is called a hole. Hole is an electrical charge carrier which has positive charge. The electric charge of hole is equal to electric charge of electron but have opposite polarity, having opposite polarity, but electric charge is equal to of hole is equal to the charge of proton. Now talking about the energy gap. Then in insulator energy gap would be greater than 5 electron volt, and in semiconductor energy gap would be like 1.1 electron volt of silicon. Energy gap in germanium will be 0.67 electron volt. Electron gap in gallium and arsenic is 1.041, and in conductor conduction the both bands overlap. Now in insulator the large energy gap between in insulator the large energy gap between the balance and conduction bands in an insulator is at ordinary temperature. No electrons can reach in the conduction band. In semiconductors, the band gap is small enough that thermal energy can bridge the gap for a small fraction of electrons. In conductors, there is no band gap, and since the valence band overlaps the conduction band, Fermi level overlap conduction band. See, current conduction material in semiconductors, both electrons and both free electrons and holes are present. Free electrons are the negatively charged particles. Free electrons are what? They are negatively charged particles. Free electrons are negatively charged particles. Free electrons they carry a negative charge electric current. Holes are the positively charged particles, so they carry a positive charge electric current. Thus, both free electrons and holes conduct electric current in semiconductors. In conductors, holes are negligible, so the free electrons conduct electric current. And like direction of conventional current, direction of electrons, direction of holes, like direction of current would be opposite to the direction of conventional current should be opposite to direction of holes, and in same direction of the holes. Next topic is next thing is when a voltage applied to a conductor or semiconductor, electric current starts flowing. In conductors, positively charged protons are held in a fixed position, and the negatively charged electrons move from one place to another. They start move from one place to another. Thus, electrons conduct electric current in semiconductors. Thus electrons conduct electric current in conductors. So it isn't like the current would be conducted through the electrons. In semiconductors, both free electrons and holes carry charge from one place to another place. These electrons and holes conduct electric current in semiconductor. And in when voltage applied, the electrons negative charge move from negative end of the battery to the positive end of the battery. So the electrons negative charge current direction is from negative to positive. On the other hand, holes positive charges move from positive end of the battery to the negative end of the battery. So the holes positive charge current direction from positive to negative. The conventional current direction from positive to negative. Same as the current direction of positive charges. The charges of a positively charged particle hole is equal to the charge of a negatively charged particle free electron but opposite in polarity. A flow of negative charges in a circuit will produce the current same as the flow of positive charges produced. So it does not matter whether electric current is from positive to negative or negative to positive, the measurement variation will be the same. Introduction to the semiconductors. The material which is electrical conductivity between that of conductor and that of an insulator is called like semiconductor. Silicon, germanium, and graphite are some examples of semiconductors. Semiconductors are the foundation of modern electronics, transistors, LEDs, light emitting diodes, solar cells, etc. In semiconductor, the forbidden gap between valence band and conduction band is very small. It has a forbidden gap of about 1 electron volt. At low temperature, the valence band is completely occupied with electrons and conduction band is empty because the electrons in the valence band does not have enough energy to move into conduction band. Therefore, semiconductors behaves as an insulator at low temperature. At low temperature, the valence band is completely occupied with electrons and conduction band is empty because electrons in the valence band does not have enough energy to move into the conduction band. Therefore, semiconductor behaves as an insulator at low temperature. However, room temperature, some electrons in the valence band gains enough energy in the form of heat and moves into the conduction band. When the valence electron moves into the conduction band with the free electrons, these electrons are not attached to the nucleus of an atom, so they move freely. The conduction band electrons are not responsible for electrical conductivity. The measure of ability to conduct electrical energy is called electrical conductivity. When the temperature is goes on increasing, the number of valence band electrons moving into the conduction band is increasing. This shows electrical conductivity of the semiconductor. Electrical semiconductor with increase of pressure, semiconductor negative temperature coefficient of radiation. The resistance semiconductor decrease with increase of pressure. Semiconductor the electric current is equal to their electrons and holes. So we have discussed what we have discussed in yes. Yes, in semiconductor, the forbidden gap between the valence band conduction is very small. It is a forbidden gap of 1 electron, but at low temperature, the valence band is completely occupied with electrons and conduction band is empty. Because the electrons in the valence band does not have enough energy to move into the conduction band, therefore semiconductor behaves as an insulator at low temperature. However, at room temperature, some of the electrons in the valence band gain enough energy in the form of the heat and moves into the conduction band. When the valence electrons moves into the conduction band, they become free electrons. The electrons are not equal to of atom, so they move freely. The conduction band electrons are available for electrical conductivity. The ability to conduct electric current is equal to the electrical conductivity. When the temperature goes increase, the number of valence electrons moving into the conduction band is also increasing. This shows the electrical conductivity. The semiconductor increases with increasing temperature. The semiconductor has a negative coefficient of resistance. The resistance of semiconductor decreases with increasing temperature. The semiconductor electric current is converted to the charge carrier. The electrons and holes. The absence of electrons in a particle place in an atom is called as hole. The hole is electric charge carrier, which is a positive charge. The electric charge of hole is equal to the electric charge of electron but a positive polarity. When a small amount of external energy is applied, then the electrons in the valence band moves into the conduction band and leaves a vacancy in the valence band. This vacancy is called as hole. The absence of electron in a particle placed in an atom is called as hole. Hole is electric charge carrier which has positive charge. The electric charge of hole is equal to the electric charge of electron but have opposite polarity. Say a bit about the graph before done. So you like that what in conductor conductivity decreases with temperature, increasing temperature. But in semiconductor it increases with increasing temperature. Same for insulator, but in case of semiconductors, like it is more. If we classify semiconductor, there are two types extrinsic and intrinsic. Part of the extrinsic semiconductor, there would be N type extrinsic semiconductor and P type extrinsic semiconductor. Pure semiconductors are called intrinsic semiconductors. Silicon and germanium are the most common examples of intrinsic semiconductors. Both these semiconductors are most frequently used in the manufacturing of the transistors, diodes, and other electronic components. Intrinsic semiconductor is also called as undoped semiconductor or I-type semiconductor. In intrinsic semiconductor, the number of electrons in the conduction band is equal to the number of holes in the valence band. Therefore, the overall electric charge of an atom is neutral. This is a very important statement. The overall electrical neutrality of an atom is always neutral. Is neutral. Electric charge of an atom is neutral. Silicon is a substance consisting of atoms which all have the same number of protons. The atomic number of silicon is 14. It is 14 protons. The number of protons in the nucleus of an atom is called atomic number. Silicon atom is 14 electrons, 2 electrons in the first orbit, 8 electrons in the second orbit, and 4 electrons in the outermost orbit. Atomic structure of germanium is a substance consisting of atoms which all have the same number of protons. The atomic number of germanium is 32, 30 protons. The number of protons in the nucleus of atom is called atomic number. Germanium is 8 electrons, there are 2 electrons in the first orbit, 8 electrons in the second orbit, 18 electrons in the third orbit, and 4 electrons in the outermost orbit. And the next topic is covalent bonding in silicon. The outermost shell of atom is capable to fold up to 8 electrons. The atom which has 8 electrons in the outermost orbit should be completely filled and most stable. But the outermost orbit silicon is only 4 electrons. Silicon atom needs 4 more electrons to become most stable. Silicon atom forms more 4 covalent bonds with the foreign atom. Covalent bond is usually balance electrons with the 2 atom. When silicon atom comes close to each other, each valence electron atom is shared with the neighboring atom, and each valence electron neighboring atom is shared with this atom. Likewise, each atom will share 4 valence electrons with the 4 neighboring atom, and 4 neighboring atom will share each valence electron with this atom. and therefore total 8 electrons are covalent bonding germanium. Covalent bonding germanium. The outermost orbit of germanium has 4 electrons. Germanium atom needs 4 more electrons to become most stable. Germanium atom forms 4 covalent bonds with 4 neighboring atoms. In covalent bonding, each valence electron is shared by 2 atoms. In covalent bonding, each valence electron is shared by 2 atoms. When germanium atoms come too close to each other, the valence such each valence electron of atom is shared with the neighboring atom, and each valence electron in the neighboring atom is shared with this atom. Likewise, each atom will share 4 valence electrons with the 4 neighboring atoms, and 4 neighboring atoms will share each valence electron with this atom. Total 8 electrons are shared. And then now comes current conduction and intrinsic semiconductor. So that point we will discuss next class. So friends, if you like the video, like, share and subscribe our channel. Jai Shri Radhe Krishna, Shri Radhe Krishna Dharam. If like, share and subscribe our channel, Jai Shri Radhe Krishna Dharam. If any point you could discuss, you could just comment in the comment. We will try to reply on the time. Jai Shri Radhe Krishna, everyone. Jai Shri Radhe Krishna.